We are officially back for day 3 in the East Africa Clash group stage. We are in Group C. I mean, it's been nothing but violence, guys. And tonight, you can imagine the pressure is going to be tonight because every single team that is playing tonight, well, not all of them, but most of them are playing in the PMGO games. So we had to extend the time a little bit, start at 10:30. But no worries, we're here, we're live. So if you're already here, thank you so much for joining us. And we're about to start a very intense day. So let's see how today's matches are going to be. Our first game, of course, is going to be Erangel. Second being Miramar. Third match is going to be Sunhawk. And the fourth match is going to be Erangel. For Group A and Group B, the first match, it was like, how do I put it? A team that wins the first match is definitely going to win the third match. I don't know if that's something like a drill or something, but if it's the same thing, then probably we're going to be seeing the same thing as Group A and Group B. But for now, do the necessary, guys. Like the live stream, share the live stream link, subscribe to my YouTube channel. We're just getting started. These are the East Africa Clash games. Day 3, Group C. There is a $2,000 prize pool on the line. And I keep on telling you guys that as long as you make it to the finals, as long as you're in the top 16, you're definitely going home with something. Doesn't have to be that big. But if you make it to the top 16, you're going with something. At the end of the day, all your effort did pay out, and it's going to be worth it. All in all, it's going to be worth it. So yeah, keep it locked. Call your friends. Tell them to come join us. I mean, if you enjoyed day 1, you will enjoy day 3. If you enjoyed day 2 and day 1 together, I mean, day 3 is just going to be that one day. But otherwise, I hope you guys are feeling fresh. We're just getting started. To be honest, I don't even know what to tell you guys, but the excitement I have for this lobby, because how is it that all teams that are participating tonight participated in PMGO games just before this game started? So I don't think they're rusty. Their fingers are ready. Their devices are hot. I mean, these guys are ready. And so I hope you guys are ready as well, because game 1 is about to start in a few seconds. But before we do so, big shout out to a team like Four Strength. They won 2 matches at a go, and then we had also Relentless winning 2 games. So we don't know if that's going to be the case tonight, but well, let's just get to it. Let's get ready. This is the first game of the night. Out of 4, we're having 4 games as usual, like I've shown you in the match lineup there. We're going to be having very intense games. So just keep it locked and get ready. It's about to get very intense. Okay, all good. So of course, guys, make sure you're liking the live there. Make sure you've subscribed to my channel. Make sure you're sharing the live stream link. And again, a big shout out to GPE for this beautiful production. We have to give it to them. So you guys, if you want to see what they can do, check out GPE, and they'll be there to help you guys get your lives looking as good as ours. I mean, I'm basically filling the screen here, you know. But yeah, let's get to it. It is down to the first game of the night, and that is going to be Erangel. Okay, we are officially started. This is the first game of the night. That is Erangel. I'm not sure how people are going to take this first game. I don't know which team is going to surprise us or what is going to happen. But game 1 is definitely going to be the game that is going to kickstart how we are going to expect the games to be for tonight. Just to have a quick look at the teams participating in tonight's games, we have eSports from Somalia. We have Expendables from Tanzania. Never Die Esports from Somalia, SIMP Esports from Kenya, Djibouti Family from Djibouti, Ocean Galaxy Somalia. We have Rush Esports Kenya, OL Esports Djibouti, Deadly Esports Kenya, ZEUS FINALBOSS Mauritius, ETHIOPIASCX, Ethiopia, ASGARDIANS Awakening Mauritius, TDS Power Djibouti, War Esports Kenya, Blacklist Somalia, Ken Esports Ethiopia, LELENA, Madagascar, and Invisibles from Kenya. And just as you can see, the flight path there is looking actually very interesting. Seeing how the players are going to land is also interesting. You have a team going all the way to Kameshki because the flight path started in Stalba, going all the way to Primosk. That does change the way the players are going to take this game. Some people are going to be forced to, well, land in areas that they did not expect that they needed to land. Some will be engaging in fights very early in the game. But as we look at Sevarni here, War Esports from Kenya don't have anyone right next to them. That means that they are safe. They're feeling good about themselves. They have enough time to catch up before anything happens here. But then we can hear some fight here where C Esports is right now. That means that there's a team that landed right next to them, but then luckily they were able to get away. Looking at where we have SIMP Esports. Oh, War Feroz, a player from War Esports, landed right close to where we have SIMP players. SIMP is right next to Sevarni here, and you can hear the gunfire. They are trying to get some damage on each other here. War Feroz is very low. Seems like he was able to take out one of the players from SIMP. That means SIMP is low in terms of numbers, and they're going to try and catch up and see how they're going to go about this. It is just the first game. If you're already here, make sure you like the live. Invincible Esports, another team that is from playing PMG right now, are going for that push on Rush. Zabar there, very confident player from Invincibles, is ready to take on the players from Rush. A lot of tension here. Elbow is quite low. Invincibles putting on the pressure, and they want to go for that push. Nades are flying in, almost getting Elbow, doesn't really connect, but then he's waiting for that push. He has been pushed there, and Spiky taking him down. GG's on that Spiky Rush. Banana trying to do some cover fire on his teammate here. He's already down. The pre-fires from Spiky definitely getting some damage on Banana, and they're definitely going for that push. Feeling confident to the pistol. Okay, people are getting a little bit cocky in these games. The confidence is over the board there for the Invincibles teams, but then we know them for their confidence, and it is something that we of course expect them to be having at the end of the day, because of how they have put or marketed how good they are in the Kenya community. We also have Blacklist, a good team from Somalia, trying to live up to their name as well, taking on a team right now, four elimination points in the bag. It's looking good for them. But remember, guys, it is just but the first game. We cannot be sure what is going to happen. But I said this is a very hard lobby. This is the first time we have a fight happening. The first time they have landed together, because when we watched day one, Erangel, the fight didn't start till the fourth zone of the game. When we watched game two, still same thing. People did not fight till the third fight happened. That is the third zone. I don't know why, but this time, these guys are actually very confident. They're ready to take each other out. They're feeling very, I don't know, PMGO like. I don't know how to call it, but they feel as though they are ready to take each other on already. Two teams have been eliminated. We just began the game, guys. Even the first zone is not moving, and we can see another team already trying to engage in a fight. Deadly Esports is surrounded. ASGARDIANS Awakening are close to them. We're going to be seeing something happening here as well. So it is going to be a very interesting night. Like I said, this is not just a common lobby. It is a lobby with very aggressive teams, and they're ready to take on each other, because only 9 teams qualified. So far, we have 18 teams that have qualified. Each country looks good. They have a couple of players on their end, or rather teams representing them. Then we're yet to see a team like Uganda, Tanzania getting a slot towards the next stage, that is the qualifiers. But we're hoping they do. But before we do that, make sure you're doing the necessary, guys. Like, subscribe, share, and let's enjoy the East Africa Clash game. $2,000 prize pool is on the line. The zone is about to move. Sooner or later, the teams are going to be forced to go closer to each other, but then no one is scared of anyone in this game. We have seen a team like Invincibles going for that push with a pistol. That's one level of confidence there. Invincibles still taking on Blacklist as well. War Esports losing one of their players. Then we can see Simp getting pushed there. 777 is, of course, waiting for that push with Fadela. They're trying to see how they can go about it, but then War Esports cooking these guys up, throwing in the mollies, the nades, but Simp, they're not moving at all. No one wants to expose themselves. Feroz here trying to get some free fires on the players from SIMP, 777, and Fadela still camping it out. The nade does connect. Some damage there has been registered. Fadela is not moving a muscle. He is not moving at all. He's waiting, and unfortunately, Simp Daddy there with the upper hand there gets a knock, but then Bornak, a beautiful cover there, gets a beautiful spray and a fast immediately on Daddy, leaving just 2 players of Fadela and a double seven. Feroz is still down. Nako getting pushed. Fadela feeling confident. Something about this shotgun, guys. I asked you about it. Still trying to get him from the back. Doesn't get him. Misses all his shots. And G is this is going to be one for the books in the Kenyan community because War Esports just took out the SIMP lords. We know how that's going to go there in the WhatsApp group. Because there is no way, because War Esports is a new team when it comes to the competitive scene in PUBG Mobile, and they just took out Simp Lords, a team that is familiar with the competitive nature in PUBG Mobile. So that's of course going to be something you're going to be talking about. But before we get to that, let's just have a quick look at what is happening here on the zone. Gatka, we have Blacklist. They passed by Gatka. I believe that's where we saw a fight between Invincibles because Invincibles were in Gatka, and now everyone is moving far away from everyone else. It is just but the first zone, and we have already lost 4 teams, and the fight is still going on. Deadly Esports is already taking on another team. We have the Djibouti family waiting to see if there's anyone coming towards their side. Is it going to be a fight happening there or not? But Group C has started on a very, very high notes, and we're here to see how this is going to turn out at the end of the day. I don't know why they're feeling this confident. Most of them are already warmed up. There is no fear, there is no stress because I mean, you're trying to play in the global opens, so we're actually confident enough to be playing the East Africa Clash, knowing very well we're not going to be losing any points at all. And now that we have at least 14 teams remaining, War Esports feeling nice about their play there. Of course, we're feeling proud of them. And we have a team passing by where we have the Djibouti family. The zone did shift, and it is forcing everyone to go towards Gatka. We're going to be seeing a lot of Gatka fights, Gatka plays. Georgiapol as well seems to be having a team going there as well. Blacklist might be going towards Hospital as well. So a lot is changing there. Teams are now getting closer to each other. We're going to be seeing fights happening too early in the game. This is just but the second zone, guys. 4 teams already eliminated, 14 teams are remaining. Some teams need to remember that this is the only day you have to make it to the top 9 teams that are going to be playing in the qualifying stage. And $2,000 being on the line, that means the top 16 in the finale are going home with something. Question is your team going to be getting even a little bit of that? And the MVP might be the happiest player in this game because the MVP walks away with the $100. Imagine being an MVP and your team still becomes number 1. Nah, someone is going to be having a very good year this year. But we have the Invincibles there just holding the ground here right next to Georgia Paul. I don't know what their strategy is as of now, but then the zone, if the zone decides to move, they're going to be forced as well to change where they're holding. But it seems safe for them right now. But a lot of teams coming in from the northern side of Erangel, going towards Georgetown, coming from shooting range there. We can see teams closing in. A lot of teams are trying to make it to the safe zone. Gatka is still empty. No one wants to go to Gatka. I don't know if they're aware that there was a fight happening there or not, but they're really, really trying the best to make it to the final fight here. They're just trying to make it to the safe compounds so that they can play up to the end of the games. Like I said, the team that is going to win game 1 is probably going to win another game. That's what has been happening. Even though yesterday Relentless won the second and third and last game, that was different. But then when it came to day 1, we saw them taking on a fight there, a win there. Sorry, 2 of them. That is 4 Strength Brothers. Now we have the War Esports losing players as well. Georgetown looking very crowded. Teams are getting closer to each other. C Esports from Somalia getting that first knock on War Esports. And we have Loxy trying to go for that push. And Nade is getting cooked up. We have a Kobe. War Esports passing by. Nako is very low. I don't know what their strategy is. Only one person remains. That is Nako. And that flank there from C does take out War Esports. GGC War. Of course, we have to congratulate you on the beautiful play you had there, taking on the players from Simp Lords all the way back to lobby. But then, unfortunately, your time in this game is over. Ocean Galaxy going to where we have the Invincibles team. Ocean Galaxy is a good team there from Somalia. We know how good they are, but then Invincibles as well are as good as Ocean Galaxy. So this fight as well, we need to see between Invincibles Kenya and Ocean Galaxy which team is better than the other. We can see Spike, they're trying to wait for them to make a mistake, and now they're going for that push. We can hear a vehicle getting closer. They're going for that push, a little bit of destruction here and there. Spikey cooks up a nade, but we have a Kobe, no face. Needs to be careful because Spikey doesn't miss. Let's go. The damage down no face has been registered. They need to figure out how they're going to take on this fight. The players there from Invincibles really getting closer, going for that push. Dybala getting pushed there as well. You're going to be seen a knock here if they're not careful, because why are they going too close? Everyone is just touching each other. No one wants to finish the job. Everyone wants to touch the others. Invincibles touching Ocean Galaxy players, and Ocean Galaxy just getting a little bit on the Invincibles teams. Little to no damage, but no one is going for that push. Everyone knows you can tell a good team just by how they're touching you. And now we have another team joining the party. eSports Somalia joins the party right behind where we have Ocean Galaxy. Another team that is going to be cooked is Ocean Galaxy, but then we know how good they are. We know how experienced they are in this scene. A lot of damage there on no face. The Sports making it hard for Ocean Galaxy. But then one of the players is already down from C. That does give Ocean Galaxy some confidence to go for that push. Like I said, you all know how good Ocean Galaxy is. Dybala with the second knock there on C. Jinwoo goes for that push, but unlucky for him, he's down to the S12K. A lot is still happening. Ocean Galaxy losing players one by one. Invincibles watching from afar. Dybala trying to go for that face. No face is low. Gets a second knock on Invincible. Spiky is low as well. Nah, ain't no way. No face is too good with that S12K. Getting all those knocks on the team. Invincible and Nade is getting hooked up. Zuber trying to get the revive. We have someone from let's go. Ocean Galaxy player No Face gets another knock on the Invincibles. The 2 players down, 2 players standing. Ocean Galaxy taking out 2 teams at a go, battling C as well as Invincibles at the same time. They took out C eSports just like that, and now they're ready to take on Invincibles. And Dybala takes on Russian. 1 person standing. Invincibles, I don't know what your plan is, but then Ocean Galaxy did not come to play. Dybala is now waiting for that chance to go for that push on Invincibles. The Q has been revived there by Spikey. Dybala going for that push, and GG's. Ocean Galaxy takes on the players from Invincibles. Second clutch at the same place, and we still stand to say Ocean Galaxy might just be the best team from Somalia. But that is just my speculation, okay? Or rather, what I've been told by people. I don't know if it's true or not, but you have seen for yourselves Ocean Galaxy sandwiched in the middle between Invincibles and the players from C eSports. They take their time. I told you composure is key when you're playing in a competitive scene. They take out C eSports one by one. They lose at least 1 player, actually 2 players from that fight, but they still go on, take on the players from Invincibles, take them out, and now Ocean Galaxy lives up to its name. They're ready to take on another team. 2 players remaining from Ocean Galaxy. That doesn't stop them from showing us what they can do. Already, we're just the 3rd phase of the zone. We're closing in again, and we have just 9 teams remaining. The battle is still going on. I don't know what's happening with Group C. I told people this is going to be a very, very hard lobby to play in, but no one actually believed me. And now we can see it live. What is happening here? Teams are being taken out one by one. No one has even taken time to, how do I put this, warm up, gauge the lobby, see what is going to happen. Everyone just wants to move around. They want to take on the fights. They want to beat each other because, we are ready. And we're just getting started. Game 1, all right? This is just game 1. 4 games tonight. You can imagine how that is going to change by the time we make it to a map like Sunhawk. At the end of the day, guys, I hope you're enjoying the East Africa Clash games and you're liking the live, you're sharing the live stream link and subscribing to my YouTube channel, because we are going to be bringing you the best of the best when it comes to the games for East Africa Clash. And we do not take any of you for granted, guys. We thank you for being here, and we're just getting started. Tomorrow, we are going to be having the last games for the group stage, and this is just the beginning, guys. Qualifiers will be worse. Semi-finals, worse. But then the finals will be the worst. So if you're not ready for this, I tell you, better start practicing. If you do not go to the training grounds, this is your chance to use the training grounds in PUBG Mobile to do what you gotta do. And let's see how this plays out now. We can see the players there from Ocean Galaxy going for that push there. They're getting pushed. The spray there from Arman is perfect. Gets that knock and immediately confirms that Thirst ZEUS being taken back to lobby even before he could understand which team is right next to him. Two players from Ocean Galaxy taking on a fight right next to the players from ZEUS Final Boss. We can see some damage there, but no one is getting knocked from Ocean Galaxy. The smokes are out. The nade is out. Do we have a Kobe on you, Arman? Let's go. Dybala watching from afar, trying to give his teammate some cover fire just to be on the safe side. But I don't think that's going to be the case. Beautiful spray there from Dybala. The 3-scope is not disappointing. The M416 and his teammate Arman right in front of him. They're ready to take on the team. I told you, composure. You can see how composed the team is. They are not taking rush decisions. They're taking their time there. Final boss trying to get some damage before they are pushed, but then unfortunately they make it to their knocked teammate, and now it's time to do what they gotta do. Arman, they're confirming his knock on the players from ZEUS Final Boss. A nade flies in. Dybala is low. We're going to be seeing a push there from Arman. Of course, he's switching to the red dot because who uses the full scope on close combat? A nade is getting cooked up. We have a Kobe. Let's go. That's what we call a Kobe, guys. The nade has been cooked to perfection. Last person remaining there. The double barrel is out to play. The damage is in. Arman and his teammates are low. You can see the third parties in this fight. And Ocean Galaxy trying to do their best there. I don't know about you, but the final boss player feeling very confident, knows what he's doing. Arman takes time. He's healed up. S12K in hand. S686 as well. On the final boss player, it's going to be a shotgun versus shotgun. I asked you yesterday between the S12K and the double barrel, which gun is the best? And his teammate there has been tested. Final boss waiting for a man. Yo, no way. And just like that, the S12K does its wonders, and the players from the final boss have been eliminated. Ain't no way you can battle Arman while he's holding that S12K. That shot was to perfection. The Kobe there from Arman as well was to perfection. And we're yet to see the best of Ocean Galaxy, I believe so. And we're just getting started. This is just game one. Already we have 8 teams down. Fifth phase of the zone, about to go to the 6th phase. We're going to be seeing a lot of intense fights are still going on. This is that lobby you don't want to be in because no one is playing for fun. Everyone here is out to win it, and you can see how they're taking on their fights. Everyone is careful. You can see the smokes, you can see the vehicles. No one is going for that push without thinking it through. No team in Group C is ready to lose this fight at all. 8 teams are now in the same place. Gatka seems to be a little bit crowded. The zone itself is not in Gatka. It's about to move. It's about to push every single player. Where we have Ken and OG Arman. We can see a blacklist, the team going for a flank there where we have one of the players from Ocean Galaxy, and that is Arman. We're going to be seeing something there probably for sure. But before we do that, the zone is about to close in. Teams are now trying to make it to the safe zone. Players are now getting exposed to third-party fights. We're going to be seeing some teams losing to the zone as well, but then we're not sure if that's going to be the case there. The zone is about to close in the next 5 seconds. They need to figure out how they're going to go about this before it is game over. We're just getting started. Well, we are just getting started. Like I said, if you're already here in the live stream, tap on that like button. Confirm if you're the reason the likes are not matching the number of people watching the live stream link, okay? And I really appreciate it. So we have a team here that is LELENA from Madagascar, waiting patiently. We've not seen them engaging in any fight. They've gotten the 2 eliminations, but they've been watching everything from afar. They can see teams passing by. Beautiful spray there from LELENA player 10. Does get some damage happening there, but then doesn't get really a knock on that team. The teammates there are really trying their best to do as much as they can, but then one of the players is down. Blacklist players going for that push on Arman. S12K is out in hand. DBS as well. Easy trying to get the pre-fires, but then his teammate comes on the outside and takes out the last player from Ocean Galaxy. GG's to you guys. And we have just 6 teams remaining. Beautiful spray there from Kuz. Blacklist Gizi right on top of the roof, watching this fight, seeing where he can take advantage, where he can steal those knocks. A third-party fights always win at the end of the day. If you can get as many kill points on your team's side, then why not? And now we can see the space here from Blacklist definitely connecting Ronaldo, because I cannot say shoe continuously while I'm casting, but Ronaldo is definitely doing a good job there. TDS Power are smoking up the place here. Like I said, these teams have composure. These teams are playing in the PMGO. They know what to do. They're smoking every chance they can get. They're not taking fights that they cannot handle. They're basically calculating the every single move. Nades there from Blacklisted. They're definitely getting the task there, the knocks. But then one Kuz is not done. Hooking up another nade. They need to be careful because the nades are definitely connecting. Zone is about to close in. We have just 4 teams remaining, and it is going to be very, very hard to fight this because the zone there, TDS Power, they do not have a means of transport. Vlad's vehicle is almost done. The sprays there from Blacklist are getting a lot of damage on him, but then he's going towards another team there. The sprays are definitely trying to connect, but not yet. And the Djibouti family closing in on them, stopping them from making it to the zone. TDS have been shown dust by the players there from Djibouti family. Blacklist are stopping the players from LELENA, that is Madagascar. You can see also players from Djibouti family doing their thing. They're getting their damage before they can make it to the zone. But then luckily, the smokes are in. Everything. Oh, the table telling us NV is all dead. Okay, I don't think so. But then seeing how this is playing out, the Djibouti family trying to revive their teammates. A lot is happening on their end. They're really, really trying to catch up. Remember, you have to do all you can do to make it to the next stage, and that is the qualifying stage. And for tonight, only 9 teams proceed to the next stage. Question is your team proceeding to the next stage? Blacklist players, LELENA, trying to make it to the zone there. Djibouti family watching from afar, and they're trying to figure out how they're going to make it to the safe zone without the players from Blacklist stopping them. 5 seconds in, the zone's about to close in. LELENA taking the damage there. All the players from Djibouti family still trying to go on, and then the Djibouti family, they're not ready to lose it. Djibouti family and Blacklist now getting pushed there, feeling very cocky. Gizi passing by with the vehicle, trying to get the damage happening here, trying to get the revives on Djibouti's family on this other side. But then Blacklist having a good time with the vehicles. Ronaldo, Gizi, everyone is really trying to do their best. And there we go. Blacklist team from Somalia gets their winner, Chicken Dinner. It is just but the first game, and you can see what is happening right now. People are getting eliminated. Teams are being taken back to lobby, and we're just getting started. This game has gone faster than we expected. Fight started as early as the first zone. People were not ready to wait. Everyone wanted to go for those pushes. Everyone wanted to be part of the violence. We were just getting started. 4 teams were down, but then Blacklist, they kept their cool. They did not fight that much. They moved from one place to the other, did their rotations from the western side of Erangel, came in late towards where we had the Ocean Galaxy player, and finally it has paid off, and it is GG's to you, Blacklist, for getting the winner Chicken Dinner for the first game of the night, and that is in Erangel. This is the Group C games for the East Africa Clash group stage. We have seen what Blacklist can do, what composure can do, what taking time can do for our team, and we have been impressed by Blacklist. Congratulations to you, Blacklist, again for winning that winner Chicken Dinner, game 1 of the night, Erangel. You have been patient, you've taken your time, you have thought out the fight, and it has finally paid out. We have seen impressive gameplays from every other team. We've seen Ocean Galaxy are doing their thing, being sandwiched. They did not get their winner Chicken Dinner, but then they did their thing, and we love to see it. Blacklist there, we can see the stats for their team. Blacklist Gizi getting 4 eliminations, dealing a damage of 552. We have one Cruz getting 2 eliminations, dealing a damage of 332. 2 Ronaldo, 2 eliminations, 266 damage. And we have Emperor, 3 eliminations and a damage of 579. Basically, this team has spread out their battles throughout the game. They have covered each other. They've gotten the cover fires, the smokes, the pre-nades, trying to see how they're going to get their winner Chicken Dinner at the end of the day, and it has definitely paid out. And we have the stats there for game 1. Blacklist leading at 21 points in. TDS Power coming in second in 15 points. Ocean Galaxy third with 13 points, and Djibouti family comes in fourth with 11. We have LELENA there from Madagascar getting 8 points, Invincibles 6. C Esports time with Expendables and War Esports getting 4 points. We have Oil Family getting 3 points, tied with Deadly Esports. We have ASGARDIANS Awakening, tied with Ken Esports getting 2 points. SIMP Esports and ZEUS tying as well on 1 point, and every other team getting 0 points from that. OG Bala getting 7 eliminations, winning the man of the match for the first game, dealing a damage of 434. That explains because they were watching fights from afar, and they, not really far, but they got the fights happening there at the hill there next to Georgia Pool, and it definitely paid out. Looking at the head-to-head here, they tied in terms of eliminations. That is Blacklist and TDS Power. Blacklist dealing a damage of 1,729, and TDS Power getting a damage of 1,899. Total knockouts from TDS Power 11 with Blacklist at 8, and the total time in the blue for Blacklist is 3 seconds. For TDS Power is 17 seconds. This does make sense. Like I said, the players from Blacklist did very late rotations. They were going far away from everyone else, taking their sweet time, and that definitely paid out. We have most eliminations for this game as OG Dybala with 7, highest damage TDS Vlad 1,149, 1 credit elimination from OG Arman, longest elimination TDS Lemon, and the top traveler as LELENA Dirham with 2,738 meters traveled. I mean, if that's not them going for rotations, getting all those distance, that distant cover, that's actually very, very good, and we love to see it. Well, that is it for that game one. We have enjoyed game one in Rangel, and we are going for game two. We'll be seeing you guys right after the break. Bye bye. All right, we're back. Second game of the day. Game one was nothing but violence. We started off very hot. First zone, everyone was ready to take each other out, but then Blacklist Esports waited out till the end of the game, got their winner, chicken dinner. I mean, we have been impressed, and it's just the first game. We're going into the second game. It's going to be Miramar, of course, and we're ready to see between the teams, all the 18 teams playing tonight. Are we going to be having another team getting the winner, chicken dinner? Or is it going to be the same teams are playing again, that blacklist coming for that win? It's going to be 50-50, but then that's why we're here. That's why we have a live stream. And that's why you have me, Mitch Kevin, casting you for you these games. But let's get ready. We're going into the second game, and it is going to be Miramar. So make sure you do the usual, like the live stream, share the live stream link, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let's get to enjoy the East Africa Clash together because I don't know about you, but nah, Group C, there's something about Group C. It's either PMGO is getting in their heads, but there's definitely something about Group C, and we want to see by the end of the second game, is it going to be blacklist again? Are we going to be impressed? Because we had teams that almost got the chicken dinner. I mean, they gave it their all, but then things changed. They were surrounded. Some are caught by surprise. Some are not maybe ready because maybe they are not well prepared. They're not warmed up. We're going to see how it's going to go, but then let's get in. We are in the second match of the night, and that is Erangel, and we are going to be seeing not Erangel, I'm so sorry, Miramar, and we just came from Erangel first game, and we saw Blacklist getting the winner, chicken dinner. So let's see what's going to happen here. Is it going to be these teams, that is the Blacklist or Ocean Galaxy, that we thought are going to win? Ocean Galaxy, we thought is going to win game one. Is it going to be them, or is it going to be another team because of how they're taking their time and how they're taking these fights? All these teams that are here are actually confident, and we are taking a look at the flight path right now. We can see it coming from prison all the way to Ahumada. And of course, teams are going to be landing there. They're going to be exposing themselves to some fights because, I mean, Miramar is a big map and everyone is going to be landing where they see fit. They're going to be exposing themselves to as many fights as possible because, according to this lobby, no one is that good. I don't know if that statement makes sense because we saw a team like Invincibles going for a push using a pistol. Okay, they took a pistol and went for a push on someone else, but then who is PUBG Mobile? They decided that the safe zone is going to be on the southeastern side of Miramar, even though everyone decided to land on the northern side and on the western side of Miramar. People are going to El Pozo, La Cobreria, Ahumada. These regions are basically going to be crowded. San Martin as well. We can see a couple of teams are floating around that place. La Cobreria, we can see also teams are going towards that side. I don't know what their strategy is, to be honest, but then people are just landing close to each other. This is just by the second game. Game one, we were shocked. Fight started at the beginning and they went all the way till the end already. We can see a fight has just begun. A team there, Deadly Esports, already has one of their players down. Second player as well is down. That is Deadly Motif as well. And it seems like the players from Invincibles are taking out the players from a Deadly one by one. They landed at the same place. And Hacienda is not a place you want to be in right now. Zaber feeling very confident, going for that push on Deadly Dead, who's waiting patiently. We can see another player from Invincibles coming in from the other side of Hacienda, coming from the back. Players holding their ground here. Nate getting hooked up by Zaber. We're going to be seeing a confirmed knock, but then we don't see another knock. And we get a second knock. Their third knock actually, and leaving Deadly K was the only one remaining. But then Invincibles, Huel giving us a victory dance because they took out Deadly Esports. Two Kenyan teams met in Hacienda, and now one team remains standing, and that is Invincibles, and that is what we call GG's. So if you're already here, guys, as usual, make sure you're liking. Make sure the reason the likes are at 60, while people are 60 and we're at 100, likes are 100. Two knocks there confirmed on Ken. That is Ken Esports. Sukuna now going for that push. Again, we still have people using very, very weird gun combinations. It seems like they're not able to loot up, and he gets some damage. They actually a knock, and he's still getting pushed up there. Sukuna feeling confident, but then a final boss gets him while he tries to do some 1,000 IQ play here. And that is GG's for Sukuna and his teammates. They're getting eliminated one by one. Can eSports losing players one by one? Fear being the last person remaining from his team now, trying to make it to a safe place because already they are down 3 players. The third fight again. We've just watched 2 fights, guys. The zone is not even moving, guys. We are now going to the second phase. Zone is going to be closing in 5 seconds, and Group C is not taking any chances. We have EXP players here taking on the players from Motion Galaxy. No Face and his teammates almost had a win there last game, but then unfortunately they were surrounded most of the time and they lost players. But we can see a push their second knock. Expendables trying to do their thing there, but then a player comes from the back of Motion Galaxy, gets a knock on one of them. Motion Galaxy Jinwoo gets another knock on Expendables. That means Expendables is down to but one. A player getting a lot of damage on his end there. Jinwoo knows he has gotten a lot of damage on him. He's getting pushed there. Expendable player is very, very low, but still wants to go for that push. And he's trying to get the thrust there on the Nox players, but then they're going for that push. And GG's Expendables Salim has been taken back to lobby, same to his teammates. And that means Ocean Galaxy lives to fight another day. They are down 1 player, they're remaining as 3, but that does not stop them from doing their thing. And now we have again another fight happening. Simp Lords seem to have taken on the players from Envy. They have been eliminated, all of them. 3 teams already down. Honestly, I don't know about Group C, man. The confidence from this team is actually high. These guys are ready to take each other out. They're taking every single fight. No one wants to go far away from a fight. As soon as the fight begins, they are going with that fight till the end. Looking at Lockup area, we have 2 teams up there right on the northern side of Miramar. Looking at water treatment, just 1 team is there. We have another team in Cruz, another team in El Pozo. Monte Nuevo seems to have another team as well. A lot of teams have landed far away from each other. They're avoiding each other. Los Leons as well is empty. That's actually very surprising. Los Leons is empty, a place where we know teams can land a lot of them together, but then most times, same to a place like boot camp. Even the next game, you're probably not going to be having anyone landing in boot camp, but that's totally okay. And seeing what is happening here, we have Ocean Galaxy being surrounded by Blacklist. Winners of the previous game want to take on the Ocean Galaxy team. No one is avoiding any fights. Like I said, Group C, there's something about this group here. Everyone is going for that fight. Blacklist has a chance of avoiding this fight, but then they're still choosing to go for that fight, irregardless of the situation. They don't really care what is going to happen. At the end of the day, their goal is to get whatever they can get, as many kill points as possible for their team. And we can see finally 1 knock has been registered there. No Face has been eliminated, taken all the way back to lobby. Blacklist is feeling confident enough to continue with this fight. 21 points in their bag. I don't think that's enough confidence to have, because anything can happen. Any team can get a winner chicken dinner, and they can remove them from their slot as the position 1 team. But then we're just going to let them do their thing, because at the end of the day, they are the ones playing the game and not us. So far, so good. We have at least 3 teams back to lobby, just 15 teams remaining in the game. LELENA, sorry, are here feeling safe. But so far, yes, for the first game, we thought they were going to get that win. They had the numbers. They were safe in the zone, but then unfortunately for them, they had Djibouti family just right next to them, stopping them before they could make it to the zone. Blacklist as well could see them from where they were on top of the roofs. So that made it hard for LELENA to get a winner chicken dinner. But then this is the second game. They stand a chance of getting something happening on their end. They could still get a winner chicken dinner. We just have to wait it out and see how are they going to go about this. How are they going to get a chicken dinner if that is exactly what they wanted in the first game of tonight. Remember, 4 games to be played. Only 9 teams are proceeding to the next stage. 18 teams so far have qualified, 9 from Group A, 9 from Group B. That puts us at 18 teams. And now tonight, we'll be getting 9 more teams going to 27, and then we'll get 9 more tomorrow from Group D. And then group stage will be officially done. $2,000 on the line. Will your team make it to the finals? Will you guys stand a chance of being part of the top 16 teams, or will be going home with something from the prize pool? We hope you guys are working towards that. And we can now just have a quick look at what is happening here in the map. It is closing in. Los Leons seems to be a place where everyone needs to be. For now, people are now making their way to the zone. The zone might be damaging. This is Miramar, very big map, and if you're far away from the safe zone, you will be exposed to a very, very damaging zone there. Los Leons might be occupied by Rush and Ken Esports. We only had one person remaining from that team, and that is Ken Fear. We have OG coming closer as well to La Benita and Los Leons. Of course, they're going to be encountering. There's a team coming right behind them. Actually, three teams are coming towards where we have OG. So probably a fight will be happening there as well. Blacklist also going towards Los Leons. At least six teams will be going to Los Leons. So the battle there will be very, very heavy. If you do not have a good device, probably that fight will destroy your device because nah, six teams, one location, that is going to cost your team for sure. It's going to make you guys need to think it out. We have to be careful. Are we going for that push? Are we going to hold this compound? Are we going to do this or that? At the end of the day, are the decisions you're making going to be worth it for our team? Are we going to be making it to the last zone? Are we going to be surviving to the last zone? We can hear some fire here. That means a fight is about to transpire. Invincibles are just looking at the blacklist, not really blacklist, sorry, but they are looking at the players. I've just seen Dybala, if I'm not wrong. That means Invincibles. Invincibles will be taking on the Ocean Galaxy. Dybala and his teammates are the only ones remaining from their team. That is Jinwoo. Um, I don't know how they're going to take on this fight. Invincibles as well is not an easy team to go against. We have Djibouti family there. They seem to be losing some of their players as well. So a lot is happening right now. Zone is about to close in. Second phase of the zone. Less than a minute. We'll be going to the third phase. The zone is going to be a little bit damaging for the teams that have not made it to the zone. We had a team like uh, TSM all the way to the northern side of Miramar haven't gotten closer. They were trying to make it to the zone. I don't know if they're going to make it without losing a lot of HP, but then they're not the only team. We have a team like ZEUS as well, far away from the zone and trying to make it to the zone. They're trying to play it safe. First game did give everyone a head start of the types of players they have in this game, and they know the type of fights they're going to encounter. They just need to make the right calls, whether to go for this push or not, and that is exactly what is happening here. Teams are doing their rotations. Invincible eSports is not sure whether they want to take on Ocean Galaxy. We have teams like Blacklist. I don't think they want to take on another fight right now. They have lost a couple of players and a lot is happening. So we are yet to see what is going to be the case at the end of the day. can. All right, all good. Okay, awesome. So sorry about that, guys. A little bit of a technical issue, but then I'm back. Looking at C Esports right now, seems like nothing has really changed. We still have 14 teams in the game. That means that we are still safe. No one has been taken back to lobby. I can see some teams already have some of their players down. Others have been taken back to lobby. Blacklist Esports passing by close to where we have C Esports. Probably is going to be a fight happening here sooner or later. Blacklist ready to take on C. Well, last time we had Ocean Galaxy taking on C Esports, they were taking back to lobby. Now they're going against Blacklist. Between C and Blacklist, which team is good? We can see the pre-fires. DPS is in. Beautiful pre-fire. The damage there on Gizzy is high. Fast knock from Zuxi. Going for that spray again. Feeling very, very confident. Yes, so that second knock is in. Blacklist losing players one by one. Got their winner, chicken dinner. But then they might be losing it to C Esports. We can see the teammates they're covering from afar and getting the knocks here on Blacklist. And they are down 3 players. One player remains standing from Blacklist. That is Ronaldo. Comes in now. We know the man of the match there. We know how good he can be. Let's just see how he's going to play out. We can see Doc there confirming the knocks that they got from Blacklist have been confirmed. And now we can have a push there. Are we going to be seeing a nade, or is Ronaldo going to be going far away from this fight? A nade there has been cooked, but then unfortunately, he's not there anymore. The man has decided to go for a rotation, a flank, taking out players one by one. One player is down. That is Gizzy. Is down. Takes down one. That means he's going to be doing one by one. One of their players is the only one standing. That is the Zuxi. And he's going to have to do the most now because Ronaldo is not going for any else. He's ready to take his team's name back. Blacklist got a winner chicken dinner for the first game. We can see the pre-fires there. The damage. Zuxi is very, very low. Trying to make sure he can fast these knocks that he got from C Esports. And now Blacklist, a player, trying to go for that push. He's able to take on these players one by one. Every time I say it, anytime you see someone playing the M416 in a 4-scope, that person is too confident. They're ready to take you out because there's no way you can be confident playing with a 4-scope. It's a very big scope. But then Blacklist player, their turn and retreat has been stopped by the players from C. And they seem to have gotten their revives. Excuse me. The Thirst were not there. He wasn't able to get a Thirst, but then he had 3 players down. That would have been his chance to take out this team one by one. But then Zuxi and his teammates are not letting this slide. They want to go for that push there on the player from Blacklist. The sprays there from Ronaldo, trying to connect, trying to get some knock here on Doc. But then he makes it to him. And now we're going to be seeing what is happening. But then, lo and behold, there's a team coming from the back. C Esports player, one of them has to be on the alert because they're getting pushed from behind. Tries to get a pinate there, doesn't really get any damage. They're trying to get some damage on Ronaldo. And GG's C Doc takes out the last player from Blacklist. And unfortunately, that is it for Blacklist Esports. When it comes to this fight, we have the players there from TDS and now trying to take on the players from C Esports. They just finished the first fight. Took down Blacklist single-handedly. The whole team is still standing. No one has been taken back to lobby. The S12K getting some damage on Loxy, and now his shotgun is out as well. His shotgun, there's something about this shotgun that we don't know about. But then Loxy is ready to go for that push. TDS seems to be retreating. They don't want to engage in this fight anymore, and they're going far away from every single player, and they are trying to get their points up. You can see how they're retreating there. The zone is about to close in. We are in the 4th stage of the zone there. We have seen at least a couple of teams have been taken back to lobby. That is 6 teams. 12 teams are still remaining. We can see LELENA losing players one by one as well. I don't know what the strategy is, but they need to figure something out before the game comes to an end. They are the only team from Madagascar playing right now. TDS Power, beautiful mini 14 taps there on C Esports. Still doesn't get any knock. We can see the players there are still moving around with the vehicles. They're trying to make it to the safe place before they can go for that push on a C Esports. Players are now getting closer to each other. Zone is getting smaller. People are getting forced to go close to each other. Djibouti family losing players. Ibaka being very, very low, getting pushed there. He doesn't hear the push there. And GG's, the Djibouti family, have been taken back to lobby, and that is just that. We have now just 11 teams remaining. They need to get moving before they can lose more teams. DL Esports are trying to get some damage there. They get a knock on ZEUS. One of the players has already been knocked. That gives them way to go for that push. The damage there, they need to make it to the zone. The zone is actually going to be very damaged. This is Miramar, a very big map, and the zone itself tends to be very, very damaging. Let's see how this is going to play out. We're just getting started, my people. It is just the second game. Teams have been engaging in fights from the beginning of the game. Ocean Galaxy losing their player there. Jinwoo has been knocked and thirsted. We can still see something happening here between ZEUS final boss. We have Ken eSports passing by. Last player from Ken, that is Fear. Feeling very, very unsafe, has been taken back to lobby, and now we just have 10 teams remaining. The zone is getting smaller, the teams are getting closer to each other, the tension, the fights. You need to have composure at the end of the day. Remember, composure is the key. Without composure, you cannot do anything. And now we have OL esports are getting closer to each other, everyone exposing themselves. Two fights, the zone is getting damaging. ZEUS sporting the players there from OL esports does get enough damage for him to get knocked by the zone. Like I said, fifth phase of the zone. Miramar is a big map. Moving from one place to the other might not be easy, and the zone itself might be very, very damaging. Xerox, they are trying to get some damage on OL, trying to stop them from making it to the zone. I don't know if they're going to be making it sooner or later. They need to figure something out. But then we have just 9 teams. The remaining teams have been taken back to lobby, but some teams are feeling full. We have at least Rush Esports Kenya, ASD Mauritius, SIMP Kenya, LELENA Madagascar, eSports Somalia, ZEUS from Mauritius, Invincibles Kenya, DL from not really DL Djibouti, from Djibouti, and we have Ocean Galaxy Somalia and TDS from Djibouti as well. So we have all these teams are still representing their countries. They have not been taken back to lobby yet. They still have a chance of getting a winner chicken dinner, as many points for their team as possible. We are just getting started. Game 2, guys. Game 2, and the battle is intense. But as you enjoy the live, make sure you're liking the live stream, make sure you're sharing the live stream link, and you have subscribed to my YouTube channel, because like I said, we are just getting started. These are the group stage games. We have the qualifying, semi-finals, and the finals. A lot is happening right now. Smokes everywhere. Final boss trying to cook up a nade. eSports right in front of them. They took out the winners for the previous game. They got their winner chicken dinner. ZEUS final boss getting knocked here. They're getting third party. Teams are watching from afar. They need to smoke out the place here. They need to be safe before anything happens to their team. We have another team closing in as well. 3 teams are the same place. Final boss player here trying to survive. The pre-fires, the MG3, the S. Ooh, I was about to say the S1 is out, but then the gun there just spoke for itself, and ZEUS has lost that fight. We have now players from eSports are still surviving. No one taking them out yet. TDS are trying to get some fight happening here on all eSports, but then nothing is really changing as of now. Everyone is feeling confident. Everyone is feeling safe. Everyone having a good time. Let's just see how this is going to play out for these teams. First knock there from Xerox gets a task on TDS, and now we have just one player, Xerox, versus two players, sorry, from TDS, because Vlad is now closing in. I thought he was far away, but then now he has made it closer to his teammates, ready to go for that push. He needs to be careful because there's a snake on the right side, and there we go, another knock from OL Xerox, and now he's getting pushed here by Lemon. It's going to be a beautiful 1v1, and there we go. GG's. TDS have been taken back to lobby. OL esports, sorry, surviving that fight. And we have just 6 teams remaining. Question is, between all these 6 teams, which team is going to be going home with a winner chicken dinner? One way to find out, and that is watch the live till the end. LELENA watching from afar again. First game, LELENA watched the games, the fights happening. They did not engage. They were patient, and now C as well is doing the same thing. They're taking their time, taking the right fights, winning the right fights, and that is definitely paying out. Another team has been taken back to lobby, and now we have Invincibles going for that push there, getting the damage here. A beautiful knocks on LELENA, but I don't know if that's going to be lasting because LELENA has her teammates far away from them there. Not even LELENA, sorry, but LELENA is watching from afar. Invincibles are players, they're getting damaged. Spiky is down. Ocean Galaxy player Dybala watching from afar, getting a couple of knocks there on Invincibles. And now Russian feeling very confident to go for that cover fire on his teammates from Dybala. 5 teams remaining. Zone is about to get closer. We're in the 7th phase of the zone, 50 seconds in, and we're going to be going to a very damaging zone there. The damage is definitely everywhere. People are getting sprayed out. The damage is definitely there because Invincible player Kill has been knocked. Invincibles need to restructure. They need to regroup and figure out how they're going to take on this fight because everyone is everywhere. Everyone is trying to get knocks on Invincibles. Spiky knocked again. That means the 2 players down from Invincibles, the 2 remaining standing. 5 teams in the game. A player like Zyrox is watching from afar, is not exposing himself, but then eSports gets that task on Invincible player Spiky. Zaba trying to cook up a nade, but we have a Kobe. They need to get reviving. Zyrox, last player from his team, has been taken. Bats Lobby, eSports as well. Zaber, beautiful Kobe takes on the last player from eSports. And that means that 3 teams are now remaining. Invincibles from Kenya, LELENA from Madagascar, and Ocean Galaxy from Somalia. We just have 3 teams remaining. Ocean Galaxy, 1 player remains. LELENA has 2 players, and Invincibles has 3 players are still around in the game. That means they should be having the upper hand in this fight. LELENA Gazo really needs to make it to the zone. The damage there will be very, very high. Dybala passes by right in front of them. They need to get the damage there on Dybala because we can all see Dybala right in front of everyone else right now. The POVs from these teams are very interesting because Russian is aware of the team. No way. The nade there connected Russian and the player with the beautiful Kobe. They take out the last player from Ocean Galaxy. And just like that, we have a winner, Chicken Dina from Invincibles. Finally, it pays out. They have been fighting from the beginning of the game. They have tried to survive, and finally, they have gotten their winner, Chicken Dina. Congratulations to you, Invincibles, for that beautiful play. They seemed like they were losing it because they were losing players one by one, but then that is not the case. They have made it to the finals. They have survived and gotten their winner, Chicken Dina. GG's to you, Invincibles Esports, for that beautiful win. It was well deserved. Let's get to it. All I can say is congratulations, and we are proud of your win. I mean, no one expected that, to be honest. Our teams were trying to find a way of getting the chicken dinners, but then there's one player from Invincible Esports called Russian. I believe he's the youngest player from that team. He got a Kobe, eliminated the team LELENA, 2 players with 1 grenade. We had Zaber as well from Invincibles, taking out the last player from eSports with a grenade. I mean, if it's the Kobe's, we give it to them. Invincibles take the title. They're the best grenadiers for the second game in Miramar, and they deserved that win. Unfortunately, Dybala was just a solo going against a trio. The odds there were not looking very, very good, but then it happens. And Invincibles, again, we're just going to tell you guys, congratulations. You made the game interesting. The last zone fights were impressive. We have been impressed, but that does not mean you should rest anymore because 2 more games to go, and we'll be seeing, is it going to be Blacklist again or is it going to be Invincibles? We have Spiky there getting 1 elimination, the damage of 162. Zaber getting 2 eliminations, a damage of 466. Russian 5 eliminations with a damage of 655. And we have Kuel there getting 7 eliminations and a damage of 860 for his team. I mean, it doesn't get any better because the team here did spread out their efforts in the game, and it has definitely paid out. And for this game, Invincibles get 25 points in. We have DL Esports getting 15 points, Esports getting 13, Ocean Galaxy gets 10. ZEUS final boss with 9 points, TDS Power 8, LELENA 6, SIMP Esports 5, Rush Esports 4, Never Die Esports 2, Expendables the time with Ethiopia 1 point, as well as Guardian Awakening and Blacklist. And we have Djibouti Family, Deadly Esports, War Esports, and Ken Esports getting 0 points from that game. Like I said, Blacklist needs to be careful. Being the top doesn't mean you're going to be staying there for long. 7 kills there from our MVP. That is GLT Q. Q is supposed to be Q. I don't know, it's Clue. But gets 7 kills and a damage of 864. 1 assist and a total of 6 knockouts. That means he was lasting every single knock he got. But then he got 7 eliminations and the rest were knocks. looking at the head-to-head here for the Invincibles and the Olympic esports team here. Total eliminations for Invincibles are at 15, and for OL esports 12. Total damage dealt by Invincible is 2,147, and OL gets 1,830. Total knockouts for OL is 10, and for Invincibles is 9. Time in the blue zone, 9 seconds to 19 seconds for both teams. And just like that, the tables have turned. Like I said, Blacklist became too confident. Invincibles, they're coming in fast. 31 points in Ocean Galaxy. Second time in TDS Power, 23 points. Blacklist at 22 points. OL Esports getting 18 at 5th place. C Esports 17. LELENA get 14. Never Die Esports at 13. ZEUS Final Boss 10 points. SIMP Esports at 6 points. Expendables 5. Rush Esports time with War Esports at 4 points. Deadly and ASGARDIANS at 3 points. Ken Esports 2. Ethiopia and Ethiopia getting 1 point in, and that is it for that game. Just from that game, tables have just turned, and Invincibles have taken on the winner Chicken Dinner, which has pushed them to position 1 from the beginning of the game. They were not there. We had Blacklist there leading, but then unfortunately for this game, that was not the case. Well, guys, that has been it for game 2. I hope you guys enjoyed. We have 2 more games to go. Do not go anywhere. Just do the necessary like, share, and subscribe, and we'll be back. All right, we are back. Third game of the night. We just finished game one. Game two, Erangel was on fire from the beginning. Miramar was different. It was on fire. The end of the game, we had Invincibles doing their thing. And now we are here. Third game of the night. Sunhawk, land of the many snakes. I mean, yo. But then with this lobby, I don't think we're going to be dealing with snakes anymore because the confidence coming from the teams in this lobby, if you are playing this lobby, if you do not qualify, that is not important. All I can say is you guys are the best and you have tried your level best and you got the points you got because you gave your all. Looking at the flight path, they are coming from Lakawi all the way to Hartin. A very interesting flight path. That means we're going to be having teams landing right in the middle of St. Hawk here. But then it's a small map, so it is easy for people to move from one end to the other, easily to glide from where the flight path is all the way to the end. So that's not going to be an issue for the teams here. They're going to be taking their time, and that's exactly what we want to see. But before we get to the violence, like I said, make sure you like the live, guys. That is all I'm asking for. All you can do is like, subscribe if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, and share the live stream link because these are the East Africa Clash group stage games, and we are just getting started. And like I said, if you want this beautiful production, you know who the guy we are going to mention is, and it is GPE eSports. Check them on Instagram, DM them if you want such production, and you'll enjoy your games in any tournament you're hosting. So far, for the first time, we have a team landing in bootcamp. Group A, Group B, bootcamp was empty. No one was taking any fight in bootcamp. Everyone was just chilling where they want to chill, but then everyone avoided bootcamp. But then this lobby, that is where the things change. Olympian esports, they're going for that push. Olympic with a shotgun, S12K in hand. Deadly esports are trying their best here to get something happening. Getting pushed there. S12K does get the fast knock there from Zyrox, taking him all the way back to lobby. And that is Deadly. He's already down one player. 3RE watches a former fight, gets another knock on Deadly, and that means a Deadly and his teammates really need to figure something out. Two players remaining. One of them has been knocked again, and one player stands up from Deadly Esports. They're definitely going to get pushed here, and if they lose this fight, they'll have only one more game to get their points up to qualify to go to the qualifiers stage. Deadly Cable there has a lot to do, and Nade is getting cooked up. We have a Kobe. The players, they are actually close to each other. If the nade is well cooked, we'll be seeing a Kobe, but the nade doesn't really do something that much, and he gets fired from the back. And just like that, Deadly Clan has been eliminated. The game just began. The game just started, and we have already lost one team. One team, actually two. Two teams are down, and the game has just begun. 16 teams in the lobby. This is Group C, the most intense fights we have seen so far. Even when it came to Group A and Group B, I don't think it was this intense. But we are here to watch exactly that. Looking at the flight at the zone here, the safe zone chose to go to the northern side of Sunhawk. We have teams are close to each other. Looking at a place like Hatin there, we're going to be seeing something happening there sooner or later with how people are close to each other. Cow is empty. No one has gone to Cow. Blacklist and Ocean Galaxy landed in the places where most people tend to avoid because of the hot drops. That is Bootcamp and Paradise Resort. But then this is a competitive scene. The fights are not really that heavy in this region, so it is easy for you to land in Paradise Resort and Bootcamp and actually have no fight from the beginning till the end of the game. All you'll just do is loot, enjoy your loot, and get ready to fight at the end of the game, which is something many people don't really familiarize themselves with. And now we can see teams coming from Camp Charlie. They need to go towards the zone as well. See esports quite far from the zone there. We have a team War Esports as well on the left hand side of Sunhawk. They need to get moving as well. Camp Alpha is not in zone, so the team that was there is moving. But then TDS, OL as well are in the same place. Invincibles as well, winners of the second game, are in the same place. That is Heart Team. The fight will definitely happen there sooner or later. Looking at Camp Bravo, there are people there as well. We're going to be having them moving because the zone is not with them there. Ken Esports, safe in Mongnai. No one landed with them. They're feeling safe there, and it is exactly how they're going to enjoy this game. But for every other team right now, they need to get moving. They need to make it to the zone. We have teams. We have a team there. They seem to be losing some of their teammates. They need to really put in the effort there. We have only one Tanzanian team in the game, and that is Expandables. I mean, Expandables, we know them from Tanzania. They're also a good team from Tanzania. We have not yet seen the best of them, not yet seen them dominating. I don't know if it's because it's maybe a fast experience or we're just assuming. But I know that they can be a good team. They just need to believe in themselves, and we're going to be seeing more of them before even this game ends. That's all they need to do. Confidence and composure. That's all you need. Confidence, composure. If you're confident, you'll do good. If you have composure, you'll do good. You'll have time to think it through. You'll understand that this is a fight I need to get going to. This is a fight we need to avoid. Also, your ideal matters. If your ideal is confident and you believe in his decisions, then of course everything he tells you to do will make sense, and it will actually lead you guys to getting a winner chicken dinner. Yesterday, someone they said what was his name? Khalid. Yes, his name was Khalid. They said he's the best IGL from Ethiopia. I read that from the comment section. I'm just reading what you guys say, so I don't know if it's true or not. But then that guy led his team to get in two chicken dinners on yesterday's games, and they qualified as position one after these games ended. So it's basically, do you trust your IGL? Is he making the right calls? Are they the reason you guys are winning? But then it seems like Invincible Esports have been eliminated, or what am I seeing? But Invincible Esports already have been taken back to lobby scene where they were and where they were standing. They were right next to the players there from OL. They have at least, okay, no. Yes, Invincibles have been taken back slowly. That is also quite unfortunate. We know how good they are. We've seen how they dominated the second game of the night, and they've been taken back slowly. Seems like this is a trend. Once a team wins, the next game they come in, they're taken back to lobby, either with 0 kills or they're the first ones to go out. Blacklist won game one, they entered game two, they lost that game. Now Invincibles won game two, they entered game three, they've been taken back to lobby. So it's really not really going okay for some teams here, but let's see how this plays out. The zone is about to close in. Paradise Resort seems to be having some visitors here. Blacklist now really need to get their game up. They need to figure out how they're going to go through with this. Again, esports, they're going for that push there. We have C esports as well, taking on a fight. No way. Okay, all good now. So we have C esports there. They seem to have engaged in a fight, gotten their kills, they're counting, and now the zone is about to close in. Paradise Resort is still with one team. Blacklist is having a good time. No one is exposing themselves to any sort of fight. That is exactly what we want to see. Everyone is doing a really good job, taking their sweet time. They have been exposing themselves to fight from the beginning of the game till the end. People have been taking on those fights. They've not been patient enough because of how confident they are. But then we are just getting started, people. Third game in the night, this is Sunhawk. One more game to go tonight. It's going to be a Rangel. And after that, we'll be seeing by the end of the live stream which teams have qualified to participate in the qualifying stage. Only 9 teams qualify from that. So question is your team going to be a part of the 9 teams that qualify? At the end of the day, we have a team there flanking all the way around there, using the water to go towards Cow and get far away from the fight as possible. So that was definitely going to pay out sooner or later, depending on how they flank it out. But then we have seen Simplots there as well, holding a compound. They don't want to expose themselves to any fights. We have the ASGARDIANS Awakening are just trying to change their position. War Esports taking on a fight. War Nako gets a knock there, and a thus the GGC War Nako, but then unfortunately he has also been taken down. The players there are watching them from afar, might be trying to see how they may engage in this fight, how they may do their thing and take out War Esports. But then do not underestimate War Esports. We have seen them in their element and we can see how good they can be. So GG's to you, War Esports. We just need to see more of you guys in the Kenyan competitive scene as well. Zone is about to close in. We're heading to the third phase of the zone. We're going to be seeing a lot of third-party fights now. People are going to be exposed to fights they had not anticipated to participate in, because you have 15 teams are still standing in the game. There we have a fast knock. The Expendables getting a knock, and a thrust on Black Fox from Rush Esports. That leaves only 2 players nowadays. And Banana. Is it Banana? Let's see if it's that name. Yes, it is Banana. Only 2 players remain. War Esports as well seem to be losing players, and War Esports has lost War Nako. I believe that is the ideal for that team. And now we just the zone closing in, going almost to the 4th phase of the zone. The damage is going to be a little bit high. The teams that are holding these high grounds are forced to go down to the teams that are right beneath them. That's going to be a very heavy thing for them. They might be exposed to third-party fights, so we do not know if that's going to be the case here, or are we going to be seeing people making the right calls. Rush Esports now getting closer to the players from Ken Esports, watching them as well. They need to be careful though, because nowadays he's outside, might be exposed to third-party fights, and I don't think that's something they want to be going towards right now. Ken Esports are just maintaining a safe ground. They're not going for that push. Nades are flying in. Mollies as well are getting thrown towards them. They're trying to restructure themselves. They're trying to see how are they going to take on these fights. All right, I'm back. So Ken Esports are trying to take out the players from Rush Esports. They have to restrategize themselves. They need to be careful because the zone is about to shift in the next 40 seconds. They need to be prepared for the unknown. Teams can't come from behind them, take them by surprise, take them back to lobby. So they need to get prepared, because if they are not, they'll be losing this fight to either Rush Esports or third party teams. We can see SIMP loads there are engaging in a fight. One of their teammates, Fadela, has been taken down. C Esports watching from afar. We're going to be seeing something happening there. But then Rush Esports trying to change their position. One of their teammates gets knocked while they try to escape, and that is Banana. He's going to be taken back to lobby. We have now just nowadays remaining from his team. Thinking it through, we have Ali as well being taken down from Simplods. That means they're losing players one by one. Fadela has been knocked again, even after getting revived. So I don't know what the strategy is for now, but then they are down 3 players and only 1 player remains from Sim Lords. Now the zone is about to close in, seeing how it is shifting. We have players from Expendables here also being exposed to fights, but then they have only 2 players remaining. ZEUS taking out the player from Simplos, that is Fadela, all the way back to lobby. OL, Rush Esports passing by. Next year we have OL Esports. I don't know what his plan is, to be honest, but then he is going to expose himself to a lot of teams. He's only matter of getting knocked, but then again, when he is going to engage in any fight, he's just going to be directly taken back to lobby. So let's see how this plays out at the end of the day. We have a Ken Esports trying to make it to the zone. The zone is shifting. 4th phase of the zone. 5th phase is going to be a bit more damaging, so we're going to see how that is going to play out. The zone is closing in. 14 teams remaining. Teams are far out in the zone. Looking at Ken Esports, really far out in the zone. Blacklist as well, coming from Paradise Resort, trying to make it to the zone. A couple of teams might be engaging because they're getting closer to each other. Just looking at what is happening here, we have teams like Ocean Galaxy. They're very very safe. No one is close to them. They're making the right calls. They're doing the right rotations. Expendables are supporting a team. They're trying to make it to the zone. Kenny Sports watching from afar. Salum is down. His teammate Ragnar now trying to get closer. They have lost at least three of their players because Salum is down as well. He passes by Ragnar, does not take a chance of stopping, because if you do, you'll be taken back to lobby. Then we have a team here right next to him as well. He has at least two teams that surrounding him. He's the only one remaining from his team, and I don't know if that's the right call to stop there, but that he should have continued and looked for a safer place to hold. We have eSports watching from afar. A team there has been eliminated. Looks like fights are now happening concurrently. Teams are getting exposed to fight. Black spots being spotted by the Olympic. They're going to be forced to engage in this fight. We have also LELENA taking on eSports. One Kuz there cooks up a nade. We have a Kobe on the players from OL. Sawash is down. That means someone is that part in this fight from afar. Emperor giving his teammates some cover. One Kuz throwing the mollies, the nades, trying to get another knock on the players from OL. A lot is happening here, but Blacklist is staying composed. They have a lot of fire coming from their teammates, and one Kuz goes for that push. The damage there on Zyrox is high, but then do not underestimate Zyrox, because this guy single-handedly carried his team. They're trying to get some damage on one Kuz. Ronaldo cooks up a nade. We have a Kobe on the last player from OL, and that is Zyrox. That nade might just connect, and Zyrox is down, actually not the last player. So one man now remains standing. From OL, the nades are coming in. The nades are connecting. The Kobe's are getting the knocks here. But then OL and Nordine, the zone is too damaging. And just like that, they have lost that fight. We have now just 8 teams remaining. The zone is getting smaller. Teams are getting eliminated. eSports as well are engaging in a fight right outside the zone. The damage is going to be a little bit high here. Oxy needs to avoid this fight as much as possible. But then there's a team right next to him, LELENA, and they want to take him out. Oxy has decided to retreat because the damage. Ooh, I love the confusion there. Pretending he's leaving the zone, gets the damage here, and Loxy GG's on that, takes on the last player from LELENA, leaving just 5 teams remaining. I mean, this is Group C, the most dangerous group to be in. Teams here have come from PMG or qualifiers. They have trained. They have already tensed all their cools. They have released all the tension. And now 4 teams are remaining. We're about to see between Blacklist, Ocean Galaxy, ZEUS, and eSports. Which team is going to be taking on the winner chicken dinner for the third game? Like I said in day 1, we had a team there that is 4 Strength Brothers getting a chicken dinner on the first game and got the chicken dinner on the third game. That was Sanok. So I don't know if that's going to be the case here as well for Blacklist, but then we are yet to see. 3 teams remaining now. eSports last player has been taken back to lobby. That means Blacklist, ZEUS, and Ocean Galaxy. Ocean Galaxy has not done any fights. They have basically watched people take on each other. They have watched from afar. Now we have ZEUS FINALBOSS and his teammates are trying to see how they can get their knocks on Blacklist here. We have FINALBOSS smoking out the place because they are sandwiched. Ocean Galaxy coming from the right side here, watching from afar. Blacklist taking on the players here. Ocean Galaxy and man watching from afar gets a knock there on Blacklist Emperor. That means Blacklist are finally here. They have stopped watching from afar. They can now engage because the 2 teams have players down on FINALBOSS. They are being taken back to lobby. Our man watching one Kuz. We might see a beautiful spray there, but then one Kuz does make it is not timid, and a revive might be happening there, but then Blacklist still holding on, still staying strong. 4 players in the game. Ocean Galaxy, 4 players in the game. ZEUS FINALBOSS, the only team with just 2 players remaining from their side. Dybala and his teammates are not planning to engage in this fight at all. They get the first knock there from Blacklist. I mean, Jinwoo almost gets a knock there. The spray was perfect from Blacklist, but then it did not work out. Dybala hooks up a nade, doesn't land where he wants it to land, but then the nade does get some damage on Gizi because he was low just from getting revived. Another nade will be enough to get another second knock on the Blacklist players. Jinwoo watching from afar, smokes are in. People are trying to cover their teammates. They're trying to flank or trying to get closer to the zone. They're going to be having just 5 seconds in, and they'll be needing to go towards the zone. Armand gets knocked by the FINALBOSS nade, but then No Face with the cover gets another nade on him. FINALBOSS player going for that push. Blacklist players are trying to heal up here. They're low. The ZEUS players making it hard for Ocean Galaxy to go for that push on Blacklist. Gizi having a good time because the distraction from ZEUS to final boss is enough for them to give up. Another nade is getting cooked up by Gizzy. Ocean Galaxy feeling overwhelmed here. A lot is happening, a lot of fire from every single place. Nades are flying in. No face player has been knocked. The reflex there from No Face. He's low. He needs to get down. The Blacklist player there cooks up a nade. Gizzy doesn't want to use his ammo because why not get a Kobe on this guy? We have just one person standing for Motion Galaxy. Dybala is low and he's getting pushed there. And GG's, like I said, game one, we had a team, we had Group A where we had 4 Strength brothers getting the winner chicken dinner for the first game, and that led to them getting a winner chicken dinner in the third game, and that is exactly what has happened. Blacklist got their first winner chicken dinner, game one Erangel, and now they are in the third game, that is Sunhawk, and they have gotten their winner chicken dinner, just like we saw in day one. The tension there was too high, the teams are close to each other, the fights were happening concurrently. ZEUS was watching from afar. Final boss distracted Ocean Galaxy. I mean, a lot happens for sure, but then just from that, the distraction from ZEUS, final boss, got Ocean Galaxy distracted. Blacklist played this out so well. They took their time, and just like that, this led to them getting a winner chicken dinner, just like the 4 Strength brothers. They got game one Erangel winner chicken dinner. Game three, Sunhawk, they got their second winner chicken dinner. I mean, GG's to you, Blacklist. The win was deserved. They took their time. They strategized it. They took the right calls. The last fight there, a lot was happening. Their teammates are getting knocked. Smokes are out. The grenades are in. I mean, Blacklist, that game was to perfection. Whatever you guys did, the composure, the smoking, the nades, we loved to see it. Let's just have a quick look at the stats here on the team that has won, and that is Blacklist Gizzy, getting 5 eliminations, dealing a damage of 523. One Kuz, 2 eliminations, but the damage there is quite high, 614. Emperor, 3 eliminations, 368 damage, and we have Ronaldo there with 3 eliminations and a damage of 478. Again, congratulations to you, Blacklist, for getting a winner chicken dinner in that game. You guys deserved it. And from this game, Blacklist gets back their points, gets 23 total points. ZEUS coming second with 14. Ocean Galaxy gets 10 points from that game. eSports getting 8. Expendables 6. OL eSports and ASGARDIANS and LELENA tying on 5 points from this game. Rush eSports getting 3 points, tying with TDS Power and War eSports. SIMP eSports, Ken eSports Invisibles getting 2 points. Never Die eSports and Deadly eSports 1 point each. And Djibouti family together with ETHIOPIASCX, ETHIOPIASCX. What's that name? They have 0 total points from that game. Looking at our match MVP there, none other than Blacklist Gizzy, getting 5 kills and dealing a damage of 523, getting 2 assists and a total of 4 knockouts. So GG's to you, Blacklist player Gizzy, for that beautiful play for your team, getting all those points and getting to be crowned the man of the match. Looking at the head-to-head here, Blacklist and ZEUS final boss, 9 total eliminations from ZEUS, and Blacklist getting 13. Damage dealt 1,983 from Blacklist and 1,638 from ZEUS. 10 knockouts from ZEUS eSports and 13 knockouts from Blacklist. 0 blue time, that is from Blacklist, 0 seconds. And final boss, they spent only 10 seconds there in the blue zone. That means Blacklist made the right calls when it came to the rotation. And right now we are going to be seeing from the game they have played, game 3, where did the teams stand? And just like that, Blacklist from position 4 takes back their title as the team that is in position 1 in 45 points. Invincibles are tying with Ocean Galaxy, 33 points. TDS Power 26, eSports 25, ZEUS 24, OL eSports 23, LELENA 19, Never Die eSports at 14, Expendables getting 11, SIMP and ASGARDIANS are tying at 8 points, Rush eSports and War eSports 7 points, Deadly and Ken for Ethiopia with 1. And they have done nothing but have a good time in this game because, but an interesting team there, Expendables. I hope we have a Tanzanian team making it to the next stage, that is the qualifiers. Expendables, a standard chance there. They just need a little bit of points and they'll be there. So just that for now. Let's go for a break. We'll be back for the last game of the night. Do the necessary. We'll be back. All right, we are back. Last game of the night, that is going to be a wrangle. We have watched nothing but battle. Nothing but people trying to prove that they are worthy to be in the top nine teams that are going to qualify in the next stage. And we have watched every single game exactly as they try to get their points. So, congratulations again to Blacklist Esports getting 2 wins in a row, and Invincibles as well for getting their win on the second game. That was Miramar. And as you go to the last game, guys, make sure you like that live stream. Make sure you share the live stream link and subscribe to my YouTube channel. We have seen what has happened so far. Erangel, Sunhawk, Blacklist getting the winner Chicken Dinner Miramar. Invincibles are taking on that win. And now we are going to the last game of the night, and that is Erangel. And we are going to be seeing between these teams that are participating in Group C, which team is going to be taking the winner chicken dinner for the last game of the night. And like I said, as long as you're enjoying the live, the only support I need is a like and a subscribe. So let's get to it. We're now going into the last game of the night, and that is going to be a wrangle for Group C to get the top 9 teams that are going to be going to the next stage. Again, if you want to see the top 9 teams, make sure you watch the live till the end so that you can see the total scores from game 1 to game 4 that are going to be shown to you guys as soon as the last games end. Make sure you're doing the necessary. And again, big shout out to GPE for the beautiful production, because of them, we are here and we are enjoying the games tonight. The East Africa Clash, $2,000 prize pool on the line. Every team in the finals getting a prize pool as long as you are in the top 16. So make sure you make it the top 16 and you'll be going home with something for yourself and your team. And that is exactly why we are here to enjoy these games, the East Africa Clash tonight. So let's see what the flight path is looking at. We can see it coming from Kameshki all the way to Quarry. We're going to be having teams going to Kameshki because game 1 we had a team landed in Kameshki. They chose to go to Kameshki. They held it out, and that was actually OL, if I'm not wrong. They're the team that landed there, and they played really well. Unfortunately, they did not get their winner chicken dinner. But then we are just getting started. We are going to see which team is going to win the last game of the night. Is it going to be Blacklist? Is it going to be Invincibles? Is it going to be Ocean Galaxy? Is it going to be OL? Is it going to be LELENA? Is it going to be every single team that is here? Is it going to be Expendables from Tanzania? Like I said, I'm looking to see what Tanzania team Expendables is going to do. They're in position 10. They need some points just to make it to position 9. And if they can just play it safe for this game, we'll be seeing a Tanzanian team participate in the next stage, and that is the qualifying stage. The safe zone has been shown there by the game now. It looks like we're going to be having a fight that is happening more on the north, on the southeastern side of Erangel. Going to be having teams that they're trying to make it to the bridge in case the zone decides to stay by the bridge. So it's going to be very interesting to see how the teams are going to pick their fights, where they're going to land, and what are they going to do. We can see the northern side there, Savani seems to be having a couple of teams going that side. ZEUS as well going there. War Esports going there. It's going to be interesting what they're going to be up to, and looking at as well as what is happening there in Georgia Ball and Hospital. We have a team there as well. We're going to be seeing. We're going to be having a fight there. But now already Savani is crowded. We have SIMP eSports, same place. They landed in game 1. They landed in Erangel Savani, and that definitely exposed them to an early fight. We had War Esports taking out the Invincibles, so we don't know if that's going to. Sorry, the SIMP team, SIMP Lords. So I don't know if that's going to be the case again. Are they going to be taken out this time around, or are they going to survive till the end of the game just to be safe and get more points as possible? We saw Blacklist finally recovering, getting their points up. They lost one game, and that did not stop them from getting their points back up. Invincibles lost the fight too early in the game, and they were now forced to wait and see how they're going to play in the 4th game. We have our first knock there, ASGARDIANS getting a knock on the players from SIMP. Fadela is down, a smoke's out here. Jason trying to smoke out the place. Ellie watching from afar, waiting for a chance to go and get a damage here on the player from ASGARDIANS. The pre-fires from Jason. We can see SIMP Daddy as well. I try to get some cover on his teammates, but I don't know if that's going to work out for now. All right. So we are yet to see what is going to happen here. SIMP eSports are taking on the players that they are from ASGARDIANS. Fadela has finally been revived. That is a good thing for his team. I think that is the only pressure they had for now, because losing a fight this early does risk their chance of making it to the top 9. This is just the last game of the night, the last chance for the teams in Group C to stand a chance of making it to the next stage. And we have SIMP Daddy there getting a beautiful spray. I don't know why the ASGARDIANS have decided to retreat open field, but then they have been exposed to SIMP team there. They have gotten at least one knock on the players from SIMP. They're still trying to get some damage on them. They're going for the revive there. The damage is definitely there from Daddy, but then no knock is yet to be registered. They try now to see how they're going to go for that push. Daddy looks like he wants to get closer. He cannot let his knock slide. The players there from ASGARDIANS are retreating, going far away because this is the last game to qualify to the next stage of these games. We have ASGARDIANS, they're getting a knock on Daddy, taking him all the way back to lobby. Now SIMP are down one player. I honestly don't know what the strategy is for Simplos, but then it is not looking good at all for them. They need to figure something out before they can lose their points here in this game. But then again, we're just too early in the game. Zone is about to close in, about to go to the second phase of the zone. Teams are getting taken out. Expendables are losing players. Wagner has been taken back to lobby. TDS are taking them on, knocking and fasting their players one by one. But honestly, I am vouching for them so much, and I hope they make it to the next stage. War Esports getting closer to where we have the Simplos there. Early with a beautiful spray, does get some damage there with the AKM, but then doesn't really get anything happening on the War Esports player. They're in now. Early is aware of their position, going closer, just not to be caught off guard, but then he has to be careful as well because the players are there from the players that were just next to them here are going to be forcing them to figure out how they're going to survive in case they expose themselves to any sort of fight. But we are yet to see, is it going to be the same, or are they going to take on War Esports? Because last time we were in Sevani, War Esports took out the Simp Lords. So what is going to be the case this time round? Tables do turn. Teams do get surprised. People do get taken back slowly before even the game begins. People lose their cool and they're taken back slowly. So a lot is expected to happen for sure here. War Esports trying to keep their cool as much as possible, choosing when to engage in a fight against Simplords. Simplords are watching from afar. They're watching and seeing if this is going to be the case or not. Is it going to be a time where the players from Simp will be losing again? I mean, I'm telling you, if Simp loses again to War, we're going to be having a very, very interesting night tonight in the group chat for the Kenya community. But we're not going to speculate anything till we see what happens here. Simp 77, they're trying to cook up a nade towards War Esports, trying to see if we can get a knock here, trying to see if the nade can connect. But then Kim Jeshi is not out there. The nade is still getting cooked up again. But they're trying to get some cover fires. They're on his teammate War Esports to get some damage on a Simps. The damage there from the nade has been seen. But then does it count? Does it make them have a chance of going for that push? Kim Jeshi and his teammates still holding the same building. Nako and his teammate need to figure out how they're going to move from this place. The zone is about to close in. They're going to be exposed to fights that they do not expect to engage in right now. And they have to remember this is their last chance of qualifying to the next stage. 10 points in and they'll be going into the next stage. We have there the players from Simplords are going for that push. Fadela and Eli getting close to the war. Nako there does change his position, waiting for them to make a mistake. Jeshi patiently waiting for them out there, and we can see where he's holding now. Nako just right in front of him. A nade is enough for the players from Simp to take them out. We can see Eli now trying to do some flanks here, trying to change his position to see if he can get a knock happening here. Nade getting cooked up by Nako. He changes his mind. Kim Jeshi holding the same position. Nades are still flying in. Nako and his teammate need to get far away from this place. Simplords, Kim Jeshi cooks up a nade. Does it connect? He doesn't get a knock, but then he's still trying to do his thing here. War Esports just watching patiently. Feroz, Nako, Jarer has changed his position. I don't know what his plan is as of now, but then he just went far away from his teammate. Eli goes in the building. Feroz is aware Eli's in there. Eli is low. The zone is getting damaged in Eli. I don't know if they have any meds. The P-fire there from Feroz, the reflex. Eli goes into that push. Feroz is down. Fadela gets knocked by the zone. I mean, the damage there from Feroz was definitely worth it. Simp 77 going for that push. The real trying to get some damage, but then it doesn't really connect. Eli is still trying to do his thing. War Nako and Kim Jeshi waiting it out, waiting for a chance for Simp to make a mistake. But then the more they wait, the more they give Simp a chance to revive their knocked teammates. Let's just see if that's going to be the case here. Are they going to be going for that push? War going in. We have seen Kim Jeshi there getting knocked by Simp. This is the chance for Simplords to redeem themselves. initially War Esports took them out, and now SIMP Lords are now taking out the players from War Esports. Nako, they're going for that push. Pre-fires from Eli, he's not even there. Nako is far away, and the only chance they have is going far away. Eli getting knocked by the zone. This team has no meds. They need to rethink their decision why they are engaging in this fight, and they have little to no loot in their bags. They are lacking med-wise. Even War Esports, they are lacking meds. This fight is not worth it. None of them has grenades, and none of them has smokes. None of them has med kits. It is going to be a fight for the zone now, because once the zone starts becoming a little bit more damaging, they have nothing to cover themselves with. They have nothing that is going to help them avoid getting knocked by the zone over and over again. Eli has been revived. Nako here trying to heal up with the bandages. But then this is not enough. The zone will close in. The damage will become high. We're in the second phase of the zone. The zone itself is far away from this guy. It is all the way in here, Napoliana. They are in Tempani. And see what is happening here. Warnako. Beautiful shotgun kill there. Gets a knock and he's low. He does not have any meds, and the zone takes him out. But then his teammate Jaria watching from afar, trying to get a thirsty on Eli. The shotgun did definitely connect. Javier is very, very, very low. I don't know how they're going to do this. Trying to molly up the place, exposes himself there to Simp 7-7, and just like that, War Esports have been eliminated. GG's, the game is just getting started. We are down. Teams a blacklist here are trying to make it to a safe place. They're not exposing themselves to any more fights. They have gotten their chicken dinners twice. They're the ones leading in the leaderboard, but then this is just the last game. Things can change. People can lose their slot in the top 9. Anything could happen. They just have to be on alert and make sure they do not lose points while they go through this. Looking at the zone there, goes towards Rose of Mansion. We're going to be seeing now teams are closing in, going closer to each other. Prison is empty. We are going to be seeing OL going towards the prison side. We have Yasnaya Poliana has some teams they're passing by as well. OL just getting closer to Yasnaya Poliana. They have another team as well right next to them. We have a team in shelter that is Ken Esports. Another team passing by that is going to be in Pochinki. We have a team there. And looking at what is now, people are trying to make it to the safe zone. Everyone is moving closer into the zone. This is the last game. You can tell the teams now are playing it safe. They are not exposing themselves to any fights. They don't want to be put in a position where they have to force themselves to fight this early in the game. It does take time, and that is exactly what we're here to see. This is the last game of the night. Mozart, siwezi weka face cam throughout the game, production linafanya hiyo kazi. Sorry guys, I had to answer that in Swahili because the person asked a question in Swahili. But yes, the zone is now closing in. Blacklist, they are spotting the players from Rush Esports. Gizi ready to take on this fight. But Blacklist has to be careful. Yes, they have a lot of points in the bag, but then anything can happen. Djibouti are losing players there. We can see them are getting knocked. They are far away from the zone. That means that they should probably focus on making it to the zone and not staying that far out in the zone. Blacklist, they're getting a push there on Rush Esports. They're here. Ronaldo passing by, scouting out the place. One of the teammates, Gizi, has been left far out from this fight just in case anything happens and they need to cover each other or they need to figure things out. But then one Kuz gets a Kobe on Rush Criminal, and a nade now is getting prepared here by Blacklist player Ronaldo as well, cooking up a nade, trying to get second knock on the players from Rush Esports. The nade doesn't get any knock or any damage, but then Red Fox waiting by the stairs. Ronaldo went for that push. They're waiting patiently. Rush Black are trying to get the revive on his teammate. Black Fox is down. Second nade that gets at that knock, and now we have just one person remaining, and that is a Rush Fox as well. Blacklist taking their time before they go for the push here, feeling confident, and they're definitely going for that push. The revive is definitely happening. We can see Wanku is going for that push. Criminal is up. Let's go. Gizi with a Kobe. That means one person remains from that team. Black tries to molly the place here. Nade is cooked up again. We have a Kobe on Black. And Nade is getting cooked up second time. Now they're cooking up on Nade there. We can see a push. The shotguns are out. Rush Black gets the first knock. Almost getting the second knock. But then unfortunately, he's outnumbered. And he has been taken back to lobby. GG's to you, Rush Esports. That is it for you guys when it comes to qualifying in the next stage of the East Africa Clash, and that is the qualifying stage. We have 15 teams remaining. The zone is about to close in. They're going to the fourth phase of the zone. The damage is going to be there. Teams are going to have to rethink their strategies, because only now will they know whether they have made it to the next stage or not. See esports are now engaging in a fight. They have a team right in front of them. That is LELENA. And they are ready to take on this fight. Some teams seem to have lost hope at all. They're ready to fight. They're ready to lose those points because already we have not qualified. We have their Moz C trying to get some damage there on the vehicle from C Esports, but then that would not be enough from stopping them to go for that push. C Esports has been shown extraordinary confidence in these games. They have been taking their sweet time, waiting for fights to happen, taking their time and not exposing themselves to third party fights throughout the games. But then this is the last game. What is their strategy? How are they going to take on these fights? We have ASGARDIANS, they're getting pushed. The first knock is in. The players from ASGARDIANS are losing players one by one. Alpha being the last one remaining from his team has to now re-strategize. A lot is happening. Teams are now losing players. We are just in the third phase of the zone, and we already have teams being taken back to lobby. But unlike game one we had from the first zone there in Erangel, at least 4 teams were taken back to lobby. But now this time round, last game of the night, teams are not getting taken back to lobby. They're having their sweet time. They're just waiting it out. They're waiting for the last zone fight. Blacklist esports get closer. This hill has at least 4 teams, different places. So if you stop at the wrong place, you'll be exposing yourself to a fight that you had not planned to engage in. See esports there, Loxy getting exposed as he tries to move around. Is going to be hard by Blacklist because he's using a vehicle. Excuse me, and they can hear him. So I don't know what his plan is, but then he's watching. He's basically trying to see which team is going against him. Blacklist player Emperor there, Sports Loxy probably is going to engage, and now they're going to be forced to do that thing there. See esports second time in a row we saw them engaging in a fight in Miramar. See esports took out Blacklist, and now See esports is engaging in a fight against Blacklist. The nades are getting thrown in. The nades are not connecting. No one is getting knocked. The damage is definitely there, but then no one is yet to be knocked. We have Zuxi now cooking up another nade as well on the blacklisted team. They're close to each other. We can see Ronaldo changing his position. We have a team third batting from a fight, and we have a knock there. See esports, one of their players has been knocked. ZEUS are watching from afar, and they're definitely getting the damage here on the players from blacklist. They need to figure out how they're going to play this out, because everyone right now is engaging in this fight, exposing themselves third party fights. See esports has to get the revive happening. The nades of Lightning Emperor has been damaged by the nade. GZ is trying to cook up another nade as well, just to get another Kobe on his end, but then the players from Blacklist have decided to retreat from this fight because a lot is happening. A lot of teams are third party in this fight, and that is going to cost them. They're already in position 1, but then they need to stay. They need to keep it that way. And the only way they can do that is avoid this fight as much as possible. We are now down to the last game, guys. Last game that is going to determine in the Group C lobby which 9 teams are going to qualify to the next stage, that is qualifying stage. Blacklist OL engaging in a fight against Djibouti. One of the teammates is already down. Nades are flying in. Team players are down. We can see Libaxer filling up. His teammate has been taken back to lobby. They're getting pushed there. He knows he's in the vehicle. He's damaging the vehicle, getting a lot of damage on the vehicle. This might cost him. And GG's, the vehicle definitely cost him. And the players from Djibouti have been taken back to lobby. And now we are down to 11 teams. Now everyone is ready to go for that fight. They have gauged the lobby. We can get at least a few more points from surviving this long. We are going to be seeing a lot of teams accompanied out. They need a few points to make it to the next stage. When you look at the results for Group C, the margin is only around 2, 4, 5 points in, but then people are still trying to get as many points as possible. People are not engaging in fights. Everyone wants to be strategic about this. No one wants to expose themselves to unnecessary fights, and it is definitely paying off. Ken Esports here trying to make it his zone as well, and we can see teams are losing their fights here. Never Die Esports are just watching from afar. We have not seen them engaging in that many fights before. They have been avoiding fights or been taken back slowly quite early, and now they can spot the team here from SIMP Lords. So they have been spotted. Beautiful sprays there from Double Z. Doesn't really get a knock happening here, but then he still tries his best. Ellie and his teammates need to get moving because they are open. Anything could happen. A team could third party this fight and they could be taken back to lobby. SIMP Lords are trying to make it to a safe place right now. We have a lot of gunfire coming their side. Never Die Esports, the damage, and Ellie is down. He's taken back to lobby immediately. Kenny Sports as well, watching from afar. 3 teams in the same place. Seems to get that knock and immediately taking him all the way back to lobby. And NVM joins the party and they enjoy the knocks. They are taking them back to lobby and we can now see the push happening there. Ellie trying to cover his teammates. Simp Double Z. Oh, not Ellie, sorry. Simp Double Z gets that knock, but then unfortunately his teammate Fadela is still down. They can easily get the revive, but then never mind. Is here. NVN, sorry, Never Die. Is here and they're watching from afar. Kenny Sports has 2 players are knocked. Envy is here trying to do something here. The teammate is down, but then he can easily get the kills there from Kenny Sports. These kills belong to the team that is Simp Lords. Ken goes outside just to give out the kill there. I can imagine the conversation that is happening there because they're like, oh, hi guys. How you doing? You know, you guys, you could have let us play it and all that. Sometimes you just have to chill and have a good talk with the people you're playing against. It's never that serious. And now 10 teams remaining. We have Simp Double Z trying to revive, to smoke out the places so that they can move. He was able to revive his teammate Fadela. Teammates are getting knocked there by the zone. The team that was there in the shack is actually losing players to the zone. We can see Never Die Esports trying to make it to the zone. The spray there doesn't really connect. He doesn't get that damage, but then he's really, really low because of the zone there. And GG's Fadela was revived, and Fadela came back to revenge the knock that was put on him previously. And now we have just 9 teams remaining. Zone is about to close in. OL Esports exposed to the blue zone. It is becoming smaller. We have a team holding a compound right in front of them. It's going to be quite hard to make it to the next zone with how things are changing. Our teams are trying to make it to the safe zone. Everyone is exposed to the fights. The smokes are in. Beautiful Kobe there from C Esports. Does get some damage on OL. We can see another nade flying in from OL. Doesn't really connect. The first knock there on OL. We have 1 player down. Another nade is getting hooked up. We'll be seeing the second knock on Xyrox. And Xyrox is low. Doesn't get naded. But then luckily for him, C Esports is distracted. A lot of people are third party in that fight. And C Esports have been taken back to lobby. OL Esports, luckily for them, they have 1 player standing. That is Xyrox, who will be able to get a revive on his teammate. Unfortunately, Theory has been taken back to lobby. That leaves us with just 5 teams remaining. Deadly Esports still surviving, haven't exposed themselves to any fights. Invincible Esports as well are watching from afar. They have decided to play it safe, but they're not going to go for those pushes. They're just going to watch fights from afar and third party as much as they can and get their kill points up. At the end of the day, all you need is points to make it to the next stage. And now we can see the zone is about to shift up in the next few seconds. Everyone is going to be forced to get closer to each other. Stage 7 of the zone is looking very intense. LELENA still in the building. This is the 3rd time we've seen LELENA Esports making it to the final zone. Beautiful space there from Invincible Esports trying to stop the Olympic team from making it to the zone. The damage is high and the man has been taken all the way back to lobby just like that. Invincible players are having a good time there. We have LELENA Esports watching from afar. 3 teams remaining. Invincibles, Deadly, and LELENA. 2 teams from Kenya and 1 from Madagascar. Deadly Dex, they're getting a nade cooked up by Spiky. We're going to be seeing a Kobe there. Doesn't get any damage on Deadly Dex. He's cooking up a nade. The nade lands on him. And Zaber, Spiky. 2 grenadiers in 1 team. We actually have another grenadier, 3, because we also have Russian, a good grenadier from the Invincibles. We still have the 3 teams remaining. Deadly, with only 1 player remaining. Q getting some damage there from the players from LELENA, watching from afar. They're stopping them from doing their thing. The zone is about to close in. Invincibles are safe. They're the only team that is safe right now when it comes to the safe zone. Deadly clan player there, Kevo, needs to get moving because the zone is about to get damaging where he is right now, as well as LELENA Esports. They're also getting exposed to the damage from the zone. They need to do their thing. Someone to say hi to Excess Zoro. Sipwa Moz, Sipwa. So now we have just the 3 teams remaining. Invincible Esports, Deadly Clan, and LELENA. They're not exposing themselves to any fight. LELENA is trying to make it to the safe zone. The damage there from Invincibles Esports as they try to make it to the zone. Deadly Kevo is quite far from the zone. The nade there does connect. We have a Kobe. Spikey still trying to get the nades. They're going towards the players from LELENA. And unfortunately, Deadly Clan player has been taken back to lobby. Mobsy getting the damage there on Zabra as he tries to go for that flank. The nades are not flying in because no one has nades. Every single nade has been used up. But then the ammo is still in the game. And just like that, we have finished last game of the night. And the two teams that have been dominating, Invincibles Esports and the team there, Blacklist Esports, have now taken both teams to winner chicken dinners. GG's to you guys for those wins. I mean, it is well deserved. They have done their thing and it has finally paid off. So GG's to you guys. You deserve the winner chicken dinner. We're just, I mean, this from the first game to the last game, Group C has shown nothing but no peace. They have sat down and said, we don't want peace. We want problems. We have seen people camping. We have seen people using pistols. We have seen people feeling too confident. Invincibles Esports, so for example, when they were playing the first game in Gatka and they were going for a push there, they wanted to use a pistol to push someone. Okay, but then it is what it is. It has finally paid off. Invincibles have gotten their chicken dinner, 2 chicken dinners. Blacklist Esports as well has gotten 2 chicken dinners. This is the only lobby we have seen 2 teams win all the games. The other lobby is we've seen maybe one team gets 2 chicken dinners and then the others are distributed across the teams. But then for this one, Invincibles Esports, Blacklist Esports have dominated the game from the beginning till the end, and it has finally paid off. GG's to you guys. Congratulations for the winner chicken dinner. Let's have a quick look at the stats for Invincibles. Spikey, they're getting 4 eliminations, dealing a damage of 451. We have 6 eliminations on Zaber and a damage of 548. Kuel, 2 eliminations and a damage of 237, and then we have Russian there with 1 elimination and a damage of 642. GG's to you again, Invincibles Esports, for that win. Looking at the results, they have as well gotten 23 points from this game. Even Blacklist previous game got the same 23 points. We can see OL Esports and LELENA getting 10 points from this game. SIMP Esports getting 8, Blacklist, C Esports, and Deadly Esports together, TDS and Ken Esports, all of them tie at 5 points. We have Never Die Esports and ZEUS tying in on second. Djibouti Family and Ethiopia tying on 2 points. Ocean Galaxy, ASGARDIANS, War Esports tying on 1 point. And Expendables with Rush Esports getting 0 points from that game. I mean, it is something with the winning teams. They have all been adding 23 points every time they get the winner chicken dinner by getting a total of 13 eliminations from a single game. I mean, this was expected. We saw how Invincibles did. They stopped pushing. They took a compound, they secured it from the 5th zone, and from that time, all they've been doing is once they see a team coming and passing by, they take out that team, they take the kill points, and they take them back to lobby. So that does, of course, lead them to 13 elimination points for their team. So GG's again to you, Invincibles, for that. And now let's have a quick look at the man of the match with a total of 6 kills. We have Invincible player Zaber getting a damage of 548, 3 knockouts and 1 assist. Survives for a total of 22 minutes. So basically, Zaber has played throughout the game, getting those kills. We've seen the Kobe's. We've seen him getting the last elimination. Zaber dominated throughout this game. And of course, at the end of the day, we have seen him getting nothing but the man of the match title for his team as the Invincible player. And now let's have a quick look at the head-to-head here for Invincibles and Olympic Esports. We have them Invincibles having 13 eliminations and Olympics having 7. Damage dealt at 1878 for the Invincibles and 1054 for OL Esports. Total knockouts are 10 for Invincibles and 5 knockouts for OL Esports. Total time in the blue, Invincibles have 0 seconds in the blue, and then OL Esports have 14 seconds. Of course, they have 0 seconds in the blue because, like I said, from the 4th zone, they held that compound. They did not move a muscle. they stayed there, and that actually led them to get in the winner chicken dinner. So I mean, that is basically that, and we are taking it as it is. And we love what we have seen there from Invincibles, the patience they have had for this game, the time they have taken to go through the zone there. I told you, if you trust your ideal, that definitely makes you guys stand a chance of having a really good points system by the end of the game. We can see there Ken eSports. We saw this fight happening here. Invincibles tried to third party this from afar. They did not expose themselves at all. Then you had Never Die eSports coming closer to SIMP Lords. They got their knocks there. Everything happened real fast for them. And all right. The total scores are finally out, and we have in position one Invincibles getting 56 total points, Blacklist right behind them in position two with 51, and then Ocean Galaxy comes in third with 34. The margin there is actually too big. OL Esports at 33, TDS Power 31. CE Sports getting 30 points, LELENA getting 29, ZEUS getting 28, and Never Die Esports getting 18. So GG's to the top 9 teams. These teams have qualified to the next stage, that is the qualifying stage. SIMP Sports getting 16 points in, Expendables getting 11, Deadly tying with the ASGARDIANS and Ken Esports at 9 points, War Esports at 7, Rush Esports, War Esports 8, Rush Esports 7, Ethiopia 3, and we have Djibouti with 2 points for their game there. So GG's again to the top 9 teams. I mean, the margin there from Invincibles to Ocean Galaxy, that's a lot of points that have been split there. The margin is too big, but then it does make sense. We have seen how the two teams, Ocean Galaxy, tried to get there, but then they were taken back slowly quite early. But now Blacklist and Invincibles, they got their 2 chicken dinners each, and that definitely paid out at the end of the day, and they got their wins, and they qualified as position 1 and position 2 for their team. I mean, we have done nothing but enjoy these games, and it has been an honor casting for you guys Group C. Tomorrow we'll be having Group D, and I hope to see you guys there as well. And thank you guys for liking, subscribers. Welcome to the live stream, and I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. Bye.